Yeah, I mean, we tried pretty hard to, I guess, create an opportunity for us to win the match today. I thought the batsmen this morning were really, I guess, selfless and went out there and tried to give us a chance to make a declaration. And I think the declaration we gave was a very, very fair one. It kept all three opportunities in the match still, and I guess in trying to create a match, sometimes you have to do that. And that was all really dependent on how quickly we scored, and I guess we probably ruled out right from the start of the day that we thought there was enough overs left to get a second go at them from a new ball point of view. I thought last night when England bowled to us and we only scored 62 runs in the session, it was, for me anyway, it was enthralling Test cricket. I thought England bowled exceptionally well there, and we could have easily been 20 or 30 for 4 or 5 the way they bowled. So full credit to our batsmen as well to give us that platform where we could then launch a little bit more today. So it was going to be somewhere around that vicinity that we were in. It really just it played out that way because of the small rain break that we had. Yeah, well, I mean, Devon Conway on debut, simply amazing, really, the way he played. We've always known he's an exceptional player. Every step he's made in playing for New Zealand has been absolutely outstanding. So certainly can't speak any higher of him than I guess the way he played. Tim Southey, I thought, again, bowled exceptionally well. That first innings in particular put the England under a lot of pressure, but was backed up by, I think, a pretty solid, I guess, performance from all of our bowlers through, considering it's the first time that we've played together as a team for a couple of months. It's always hard, I think, when you start on overseas tours to get that first game under your belt, and I mean, everyone wants us to win and expects us to win, which is great. But doing it in opposition and overseas conditions is very tough, and yeah, I guess that day of rain proved, I guess, just out of our reach. Yeah, no, Mitch just, I guess, got the scab knocked off the top of it from, I guess, where it's been healing from when he knocked the top off his finger down in Southampton there. So again, another one we'll talk through tomorrow, see how he scrubs up. Yeah, I thought Mitch bowled really well in that first innings in particular, and could have easily, I guess, put the game in a slightly different situation. Could have easily picked up 2 or 3 wickets and cleaned them up maybe 50, 60 runs earlier, and if that had been the case, maybe the game might have looked different as well. Yeah, there's a chance. There's a few things that's changed since, I guess, initially I said that a few weeks ago around it. One, I guess the British government and stuff has relaxed their quarantine stipulations here, and so Trent's actually out of isolation probably 3 or 4 days earlier than we expected. We still haven't made a firm call on that. We will give it the next 48 hours or so to let that run through before we can actually then work out, I guess, ultimately what we do with Trent in that second test. Yeah, I mean, it's hard when you look at a 5-day game to not consider a spinner. I absolutely think having a spinner in the team was the right decision in this test match. There was obviously quite a bit of up and down and sideways movement for the seam bowlers, but there was also a lot of spin as well. And I guess at various times, it's always good to have those different options amongst the squad. The pitches here provide us with a slightly different, I guess, outlook to what they do in New Zealand as well. So I think a spinner is still certainly something when we look at the numbers as well, when we look at Edgbaston as being probably a course of action that we're likely to take. Yeah, I guess when you start another match, then I guess what happened before is a little bit irrelevant, although you always take confidence from that in the way that you performed in the match. And I thought on the whole we performed really well. As you said, we I guess set the pace as such. We were confident enough to leave England to chase on the last day, and I guess throw the option to them whether they were prepared to take that carrot or not in the last innings. And I think it takes a confident team to do that. So I said to the boys I was really proud the way that we, I guess, were prepared to do that, the way we were prepared to play the game.